Okay. So welcome everyone to May's Inner Peace Community Meditation. I'm going to set the intention. As we sit together, may it be with the blessings of the divine that we cultivate peace for ourselves and others. Through our practice, we are healed and reside with the divine that illuminates us. By living in peace, we bring peace to the world that surrounds us. Amen. So, as I mentioned, today what I want to talk about is healing. And before I get started, we'll just do our kind of grounding, get here meditation. So just sense into yourself, feeling your body, feeling your feet, your sits bones, taking a deep breath. Just allowing yourself to be present. And as you ground, the first chakra grounding, envisioning the connection from the base of your spine all the way down to the center of the planet. And at the center of the planet, the strong roots hooking in. Just let that mental image picture be with you. And as you breathe, you envision your breath coming in. And as you exhale, all the way down your grounding, just letting go whatever's not serving in this moment. And you're grounding, again, the base of your spine, the first chakra, all the way down like a big tree trunk with roots deep into the earth. And letting this be a connection for your physical body, connection with the earth, our earthly nature, and also a landing, like a landing place for your spiritual self, your energy self. Coming in, being here. And notice where you might be holding any tension. Just breathe into that space. Nice deep inhale, then exhaling it out, just letting it go. And taking a breath right into your belly now. That space right below your belly button, about 2 inches down, about 2 inches in, the Dantian center. And you breathe into this space. This is a power base, especially in the martial arts. Breathing in here and then exhaling. Bringing your attention as close and deep as you can into that belly center. And as you do that, notice if your body starts to respond, if there's any shift or change in your feeling or your perception. And then take a few breaths right into your heart center. Literally envision the breath coming right into your heart. And as you exhale, just goes all the way down the grounding. And the heart center really likes to have a sound. The sound of the heart is like a sigh. And just allowing that if you feel like it, but to make the sound of a sigh. This can be such a healing for your heart. Now, this time, breathing in right into your head center, right in the middle there, behind your eyes. Just breathing right into that space and exhaling it down, all the way down. Our minds gather so much energy all day long, just from all that input, letting it go. So, whatever you heard, whatever you saw, whatever you're thinking about, just give it a breath. And then envision the golden sun above your head, big ball of beautiful, shining, sparkling golden light, warm, divine light above your head, letting it get really full and rich. And then inviting this golden light right in through the top of your head, pouring all the way through you. All the way down, especially down your spine. And take a deep integrating breath. That gold light just spreading all the way through every cell, every muscle, every organ, and some into your grounding. Yeah, good job. So, what I want to talk about healing, right? So, there's actually a lot of noise about healing right now. If you do a YouTube search on the word healing, you'll get like over 1 million like responses. And it is one of the most searched words on Google. So what does healing mean to you? Just think about it for a couple of seconds here. What does healing mean to you? Because, healing, it can be physical, right? You cut your finger and it will heal up. It can be mental, right? It can be emotional. The trauma can be from the past, or we can even traumatize ourselves for fears of the future. So there's all kinds of healing, and there's also spiritual healing, because we're not just slabs of meat, we are energy beings. And one of the things that can happen is that when we have like an energetic wound and we don't tend to that wound, it can then start to manifest as a physical thing. So healing is very interesting. And you notice it's the word healing, ing, right? So I looked it up. I wanted to see what the Oxford Dictionary says it is. And it says healing is the process of making or becoming sound or healthy again. So what does that actually mean? So like I said, in a literal physical sense, it can mean, you got a paper cut on your finger and it no longer hurts, the skin has grown back, the cut is closed and it's back to normal, right? Quote unquote normal. But the basic understanding of what healing is that there's an assumption that there was a time when something was sound or healthy or whole or as perfect as possible. And now that something is not, right? Like a wound. A wound could be a cut, a heartache, arthritis. It came on slowly. It could be trauma or insults from others or a car accident or war. But it can also be extrapolated outward, right? It can be like a wound could also be political upheaval or some kind of indoctrination, like, if somebody was in a cult or even for some people, their church. But the list is long and it's never ending. So when I was thinking about it and what I wanted to teach on a little bit, is that I started to realize there's a before state, which can be considered ideal, right? Then there's some injury that happens. And then there's healing. And healing can happen in a positive way, but it could also be in a negative way. Because sometimes what can happen when someone is in that process of trying to make things not hurt, they might turn to addiction, or it could be more like a positive way where they maybe, get therapy. But it's a active time, isn't it? And then afterwards, what is that? Right? The cut has healed, but what if it's a different kind of healing, not physical? What is the afterward? So if we think of healing, then healing, it's like a transition. It's a process. Something is happening. It's active. And it can be very active. And so if we look at it like, what is your body doing when it gets a cut? Your body's busy, right? There's like um, antibodies trying to kill any bacteria that might have gotten in there. There's macrophages and other cells that will eliminate or munch out the damaged tissue. And then there's the cell growth of new cells coming in, and there's all this DNA so that it's perfect, and you still have your perfect fingerprint, but there might be scarring. And so that's on the physical side. But let's say that what the healing process is not just physical, it can still be very active. There might be therapy, there might be praying, um, there could be like fasting, there could be acupuncture, it could be studying, reading. How do people heal from this type of trauma? But basically, it's a lot of activity of trying to get to a certain place or a state of mind or a state of being. And just me talking about it, where I notice I feel tension is right in my solar plexus. There's this feeling of I have so much to do. And notice what you feel. So a paper cut is one thing. You don't have to do anything. But what if you have like you need physical therapy or you need supplements? There can be a lot of doing here, but it's basically a journey to some place. And what is that place? Could be a place that we hope we're not in pain anymore, or where we no longer suffer from that heartbreak, or where we're free from a certain kind of constriction or limitation. So the more I thought about it, the more I thought, wow, healing, this journey of healing, these 4 phases, right? That there was a state, there was some impact or injury. Then there's a process of healing, and then there's after the healing. And it's just living, isn't it? It's just life. It's just moving one step at a time. And where we hope to get is this ease of the suffering is gone or less. We want to feel good and happy. We want to feel safe and connected. And in life, most of our time is spent doing something to make ourselves feel good or feel better. And if we kind of take this further into living is just a spiritual journey. Just take a breath in that just living, it's a spiritual journey. And becoming whole or sound or healthy, whatever that end state is, it's very personal and it's different for everyone. But we can get stuck on, it must be like this, or I'm not in that state. It must have this person in it, or it's not working, or my arthritic hip must be able to do a marathon, or I'm not there yet. So let's just take a look at this energy of healing for yourself. So notice your first chakra grounding, taking a deep breath. Allow yourself to be grounded. Excuse me. Notice if all my talking has made you shift your grounding. And if so, just allow yourself to come back and relax. And bringing your attention into that head space right behind your eyes. And imagine, using your power of imagination, just see a soap bubble out in front of you. For some of you, it works to look at a reading screen like a television or a movie screen. And for others, it's just a space. And so imagine this clear, translucent soap bubble out in front of you and give it a grounding. So this soap bubble is grounded. And notice what your soap bubble looks like with the energy of healing in it. Your energy of healing. Is there a color? What color do you see? Is there a shape or a symbol? You might notice a picture. Or an image. Could be a person, place, or thing. And just observe it. Notice, what is your energy of healing like? Is it actually busy? Or is it busy in a slow wave or a fast wave? Now notice how your body feels. Is there a longing or a wish? Like a wishing? Is there some judgment? If I weren't so lazy, I would really heal myself. Or a wishing, if only I were 25 again, then I could be healed. Just notice what is present in your healing space. Because healing, it's an alchemical space, right? It's where transformation happens. So it's a process. There's things going on. And notice the energy and how you feel about it. Do you like it? Is it comfortable? Is it interesting? There can be sometimes the vibration of magic, mystery. And there can also be the energy of someone telling you what to do, how you should do it. And just go ahead and thank that bubble. Thank you for sharing its information with you. And then go ahead and just let it pop. Just pop like a soap bubble in the sun, dissolving away, going all the way down the grounding. And take a deep breath. Now go ahead and create another bubble out in front of you, a fresh, clear soap bubble, and give it a grounding. So at the bottom of your soap bubble, it's grounded. It's a whole sphere. And let the vibration of being healed in the kind of like it is done space. And let that vibration show up in your bubble. What is that like? Does it look the same? Does it look different? See if there's any spot of inner peace in it. And notice if what comes up as you look at the space of being healed, notice if what comes up are things like, oh, but I'm not there yet. I'll never, no, look at all this. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is broken. That is broken. Just let those go. Just let them go down the grounding because we're only looking at vibration. We're just looking at the vibration of being. The vibration of being healed. And seeing the difference. and sense the difference. What's it like in your body right now as you contemplate the energy of being healed? Now go ahead and just as you are looking at that and noticing what's it like in your body, what's the vibration that's in your physical presence? What does it feel like in your solar plexus and in your heart? So go ahead now and let that bubble go, just like a soap bubble in the sun, just pops, no effort, dissolves. And envision a divine light above your head, this golden sunlight, and invite in the vibration of being healed. And then invite this golden divine light and the energy of being healed right down into your system, like a shower of sparkling golden light. It fills you up and it surrounds you. So you visualize it, you see it moving through, and then sense it and feel it as this vibration moves through and into your system. Taking a deep integrating breath. And let's meditate in silence together for 10 minutes. Notice if you floated away, and if so, bringing your attention back, just gently, kindly coming back into your first chakra grounding, your heart, your head. Yeah. From this place, I want you to just say hello to what you want to create for the rest of this month. Just envision that. And again, it could be a vibration, it could be a mental image picture of what you would like. In that same vibration of it is done. And envision this creation coming to you easily, just flying in through your window and landing in your lap like a gift. Deep breath, integrating breath. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. One more gold sun for yourself. And then when you're ready, just do a little bow forward just to close the cycle. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to turn off the recording so we can have a little Q&A.